Fondu léger is where we originally got the position of slow without resistance. It holds the idea of an object melting through space, retaining a certain kind of suspense. Fondu puissant, or slow with resistance, is the idea of there being a resistance to the movement. The muscles might cause your hand to shake a little bit, but it'll be in rhythm. At the end of each movement, return the hand to Ma classique in 00. Fast without resistance, tuck, léger. Fast with resistance, tuck puissant. The tucks can start in the hands and move throughout each part of the body. To do this, you must learn to control each muscle and to tuck or to tense the muscle. A tuck is also considered a spasm of muscle. Take yourself through an exercise of trying to isolate each part of the body with a tuck. A global tuck happens when the whole body moves on a fast tuck. A tuck motor is a tuck or a spasm of muscle which begins a movement. A tuck motor can happen from different parts of the body. Much of the mime's mastery will be dependent on his ability to be able to tuck a certain part of the body and to begin, whether it be the head, the chest, the waist, the pelvis, or the arms. The robot uses tucks followed by a consistent movement. When practicing the robot, try try to isolate each part individually. The feet, the waist, the chest, the head, and the hands.
You've got all these great characters. I mean, you've got everything you want in them. But the story just isn't right. There's something wrong. This next section is going to show you how to make something bigger and bigger and biggest. Big, bigger, biggest is the 5th section of our work, found in pages 23 and 24. What it's going to teach you is the techniques of coloration and decoloration, how to make something a little bit more tense, that suspension, that tension in the piece that makes it more colorful and more dramatic. Understanding this is going to help you create drama and not just a lot of characters. So study it well. Here we go.
Notice the rhythm created by the head of the train. The decoloration was while the object slowed down. Coloration takes place as it speeds up. Remember always to return to neutral. Walking from afar is generally done by actually taking steps forward, and in this case we have done it almost in place for you. As you return, bring your hands up so that not only the length of your feet shrink or legs shrink, but your arms shrink as well. Notice the curve of the body. Note the rhythm. It stays constant, and simply the size of my body changes. The process of dying, whether used for Lazarus or the death of a soldier, can be considered in a positioning as a decoloration. However, it's actually just a dying exercise. Notice the consistency of rhythm the straightness of the body as the body goes back to the floor. The importance of the movement is to keep the rhythm suspended, the same. Coming up is a difficulty. You'll have to counterbalance your weight as you come up. Notice that the back stays flat as I go backward, counterweighting the balance from in front and behind. The descent into the tomb is not a muscle feat, but rather a feat of balance, a feat of counterbalances. Upon returning, keep the muscles in the stomach tight, pulling up smoothly. The most difficult point will be when you bring your toes under and you lean back far enough to get your knees off the ground. The tendency will be to tuck too hard and to speed up. Try to keep it smooth and the same rhythm as the descent. Here is an exercise of decoloration called the date.
The stage is bare. There's nothing on it but you. And yet you've got to make a world all around you of trees and objects. And you've got to make the audience see this invisible world visible. And all you've got is your body, its rhythms, its positions. This technique is called object identification. It's a sixth part of our video. Take special note on the rhythms, how slow and fast create a mood, an idea. Look at the angles of the body and how each angle communicates something hard or something soft. Following with us from pages 25 to 26.